Okay.
One of the first builds I did on this series was a villager trading center, with an outdoor marketplace and a library for all the enchantments I'll ever need. But since then, I've been struggling with one thing: trading. So far I've only been able to utilize iron and some rotten flesh as a trade, but I wanted something that supplies me with more tradable items. Something like a greenhouse. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Brightpie SMP episode 10. And last time we did this cool blacksmith super smelter type build, and there it goes. And yeah, we had a lot of fun and spent a lot of time on this build last time. Yeah, the video didn't do so great, but that's okay, because today we have a very exciting, very cool build we're going to be doing, and it is going to be a greenhouse, as we've been plotting for, I think, probably since we started this series. I don't want to spoil too much, but as we said last time, it's going to be making use of a lot of glass, and I opted for light blue as well, so a lot of light blue dye, which means lapis, unless I find a better way to get a hold of some light blue dye. But for now, we have to just get working on the glass. Probably gonna go farm up a storm over in a desert, and then make use of this handy little super smelter we did. And yeah, if you want to go check out the video where I did this very cool build, very proud of this build actually. It's probably my favorite build I've done of the builds we've done so far, because so far each latest build is always my favorite build. So I don't know if the greenhouse is gonna top this build. I really like this build, but the greenhouse, it's much larger, and it's probably the largest build in volume we've done. It's also going to be including some cool features. It's going to be farming and will not be limited to 4 types of crops, including wheat, what do you call it? Oh, beetroot. Okay, this farm will be producing and will not be limited to beetroots, carrots, wheat, and potatoes. It will also be providing us with bamboo, as well as sugarcane, melons, and pumpkins. So it's going to be a really nice farm, a multi-use farm, and also a really cool building. And we will also be making use of ALLAYS for that farm, so you know what that means. We're going to be hitting the Woodland Mansion. Okay, real quick, before we get started with the farming, I just wanted to mention the point of this series. Obviously, it's an SMP series, so I'm playing with my friends. But I also took a personal challenge upon myself, where I have to teach myself to build. So what that means is I'm trying to do an aesthetic build for every farm or every useful build I need. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get right into it. I just got back from the Sand Expo, and there we have one barrel, and then I have this pile of barrels over here, which I thought I'd use for the rest of the sand. So that is our 61 stacks. I'm just going to be AFKing over here at the super smelter while it fills up with cow blocks, and then I'll be putting it in this chest over here to start smelting. So yeah, I'll see you after a rough AFK session. Okay, so I've just returned from an overnight AFK session, and let's see how many cow blocks have accumulated so far in the furnaces. 9. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So if I go into free cam over here, why? So I think for some reason one of the pieces of redstone broke while I was AFK. I am very confused as to how that would happen. I'm pretty sure a Enderman picked up one of the pieces, because there's an Enderman in here. The culprit. That's crazy that's a thing in the game that can happen. But it's cool, whatever. I mean, that's literally what happened. It's gone. He has it. Anyways. I don't know how, if we're going to be able to smelt all of this with the current amount of fuel we have, but we're going to have to find out. So there he goes. And we're smelting. I'll show you guys when this is done smelting. I'll show you where we're going to be building the greenhouse. So yeah, I'll see you when the glass is done. Okay, so over here we have a beautiful spot picked out for the greenhouse build. It is going to be a large build, so that's why we're kind of bridging the gap right now. So I have a few chests set up over here, and we're gonna be collecting everything we need and coming and putting it in here. The problem we're facing though is that it's gonna be unloaded, but I am going to have to then incorporate a chunk loader into the build, so hopefully it doesn't cause too much lag, but it's going to be necessary. Over here is the site where we're gonna be doing the build. Over there is one of my good friends and members' base, and over there is going to be the Colosseum he's working on, and there's my base. Over there's the mob farm and the happy guest stable, and here's spawn. So, you know, we're gonna be bridging the gaps. I'm gonna be doing some pathways connecting our bases, and also I'm hoping that this build will also motivate me to get going and finishing up with spawn, because spawn's looking a little bare, a little barren. I want to get some life into this server right now. Maybe add some more bridges and more docks, and yeah, it's just, you know, it's hard doing these little mediocre builds when you're trying to get a video out. You know, you don't want to do anything boring. So I don't know why I took out my sword just there. Yeah, I mean, watch my video where I do boring yet necessary builds. Yeah, so I'll see you guys when I've finished getting all the materials we need. Or maybe I'll do a small little montage, but there's not really Small montage, but I don't think there's really anything interesting to see. So yeah, see you guys then. Okay, so we're gonna be starting our journey off over here at spawn because we are going to be traveling across the nether roof to the outpost. I do have the obsidian and the flint and steel. Oops. And I grabbed some cooked chicken as well from Steve's Lava Chicken. So yeah, we're ready to head off and let's go. So we are gonna be hitting the Woodland mansion and trying to get some ALLAYS. And I hear something in the walls over here. Oh my goodness. There is no shot I just found first try. Dude, they were just here in the wall. Okay, well, I'm gonna give them each an item before they fly away. Get over here. Where's the other one? So yeah, this is actually perfect because now I won't disappoint my SMP members and I can still get them without delaying the video. So yeah, now I just have to get them home. Come on, guys. And we'll definitely be returning here. Alright, so I just finished up getting everything we need for the build in all of these chests. Some of them are empty, which I can actually break this one. And yeah, we got most of them filled up. A lot of junk. So yeah, with that out of the way, I'm just gonna craft a few more things and then we'll get right into the build. guys, so I'm standing in front of the soon-to-be greenhouse build, and yeah, we've been doing some good work here. Before we get into anything else, I just want to do this segment of the video to let you guys know that I have recently gotten a job in IRL, you know, other than doing Minecraft builds, I guess, and making videos on this channel. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify why my channel's been standing still, and it's been really hard actually, because I've been enjoying making these videos and I haven't had as much time to myself as well, especially with the schedule and so on. I've been really struggling to get to things that are important to me. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and if you are, please consider liking and subscribing and just supporting me if you can, if you want to. I'd really appreciate it. Maybe yeah, enjoy the rest of the build. Okay, so now that we have all the farmlands... Hold on, there's a spider. Anyway, now that we have the railing and all the farmlands set up, we can go ahead and plant all the crops that we're going to be having in here, and then we can get our villagers situated. Okay, cool. So we got all our crops in place. Got our railway. It's currently a bit dark out. We got our railway set up, and we've got all our ALLAYS ready to go as well. So let's just have a quick sleep, and then we'll go get the villagers. So I have the villagers situated. I just need to get rid of this rail over here, this whole rail system going through spawn and such. The reason for the gates are to keep the ALLAYS in, because they sometimes stray from the note block. And I already have one in here because it's time to get them in here, but well, a few of them have already escaped from the leads. I don't know how it happens. I'm just building and I come outside and the leads are loose. And then they float off to wherever they want to go. So, yeah, prime example. I just wanted to get them in. They were just here. But now they are missing. What a bummer. I'll have to use the jukebox and get some more. We'll do that real quick with the one I have in the boat over here. But yeah, don't trust leads with your ALLAYS, guys. Now I have 2 in the boat, so that's great. Okay, so the note block is in the tree, and at the top of the tree there's a hopper system going through the tree into this chest over here, and that's where the ALLAYS are going to be depositing our crops. And these guys still have to be let out of their mine carts. Slap this down, and then I can give him a carrot, maybe. So he has a potato. He's going to be collecting the potatoes for us. And you, my friend, will be the carrot farmer's partner. And I think that just went into the collection system. Prime time to test it, actually. Let's see. And we got it. So yeah, should work. And now let's just go get our wheat and beetroot buddies. And we should be fully operational. And there we are. Now we're done. So now we just have to wait for these villagers to fill up their inventories, because they can't get access to these composters to make bone meal or deposit any beetroots or wheat or whatever, seeds. So they're filling up their inventory, and as soon as their inventories are full, they will not be able to pick up the crops they farm. Then the allay can come and pick up those crops and then deposit it in the tree. And then over here, with these trapdoors covering up the redstone, we have our pumpkin and melon farms, which look way nicer from the outside. And then over here we are set up with a bamboo and sugarcane farm. So you can see it more from the inside over here. And we are actually stacked already. Look at this. So yeah, we are doing pretty well. And that is a wrap on the greenhouse build, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know, and please support me if you want to see more builds like this. I think I'm gonna do well, I recently hit 100 subscribers, so I'm going to be doing a 100 subscribers special soon. So stick around if you want to see that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers, guys. Job.